Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to talk about an exciting process that allows an individual to apply for a green card without an employer sponsor. This is an amazing opportunity. This is the EB-2 National Interest Waiver. In this video I'm going to talk about how long does it take, what is it all about, and how you can as well apply for a green card without an employer. So what are you waiting for? I'll see you on the other side. Hello everybody and welcome back to our immigration channel. This is a place where you get the most up-to-date immigration news, immigration updates, and everything else that you need to make your immigration journey less stressful. My name is Jacob Sapochnick and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California, and I help entrepreneurs, high achievers, and business people from all over the world get their permanent residency every single day. In this video, we're going to talk about a very exciting visa option, the National Interest Waiver under the EB-2 category, which allows an individual to apply for a green card without investment and without a job offer. This is an opportunity that's been available to professionals since 2016, since the Dinosaur case came about. This case changed the EB-2 National Interest Waiver category and made it more accessible to professionals. The EB-2 category is available to professionals with advanced degrees or the equivalent, or for those with exceptional ability in the science, art, medicine, or athletics, which opens the door to many more applicants to be able to qualify for this amazing opportunity. So what is an EB-2 under the National Interest Waiver? A regular EB-2 category for a green card requires a job offer from a U.S. company. They have to go through the labor certification, file your case with the Labor Department, get the wage request, prove that there are no U.S. workers that are being affected by this hiring, and then they file this petition with the USCIS, with the Immigration Service. With the National Interest Waiver, we waive the requirement for labor certification, and we file the petition directly with the U.S. Immigration. Waiver saves you over a year from the process because the labor certification itself is a lengthy process, it's complicated, and the most important thing, it's really a lengthy process. With the National Interest Waiver, we bypass this thing altogether. And the best thing about the EB-2 under the National Interest Waiver, that in addition to waiving that labor certification requirement, you can sponsor yourself. You can self-petition for this application without a job offer, which is the beautiful and unique thing about this application. In order to qualify for the EB-2 under this category, you must meet the standards, and I'm going to talk about the standards in a few minutes. So as I mentioned before, you need to have an advanced degree, at least a master's or higher, or the equivalent of that degree, 5 years of experience, or exceptional ability. In addition to that, you have to demonstrate the following points. Number one, your proposed endeavor is of substantial merit and national importance. The second category is that the foreign national is well positioned to advance this endeavor. So that means that you have the experience, we have to show that you have the qualifications, that you are able to actually pull this off, and it's not just a dream. Number three, on balance, it will be beneficial for the United States to waive the job offer and the labor certification as required for the EB-2 category. So essentially, there's discretion here for the US government to decide if you qualify for this case, and that's so important because they do have the power to approve those cases right now. What is the current processing times for national interest waivers? Obviously, since the past year and a half, things have slowed down with USCIS, and that also impacted these EB-2 cases as well. There are currently 2 USCIS service centers that handle these I-140 petitions that are filed as part of the National Interest Waiver, Nebraska Service Center and the Texas Service Center. So currently the Nebraska Center is reporting processing for national interest waivers of about 8 months, 8.5 months, which is not too bad. Remember, for the moment, there is no premium processing for EB-2 national interest waivers, so currently it's about 8 months for I-140s at the Nebraska Service Center. As opposed to the Texas Service Center, current processing time is about 13 months for I-140 cases. It's not too bad because last year it was closer to 16 months for Texas and 14 months to Nebraska. We definitely see a nice little drop in processing times, and hopefully it will continue to evolve as we move on through the year. Now remember, you're not able to file for premium processing with National Interest Waiver. However, if your priority date is current, meaning that if you're not from China or India, the EB-2 category is now current under the visa bulletin for the rest of the world. So Visa Bulletin controls the visa availability of the different visa categories. So, every month you can check and see if your category is current. For the moment, EB2 is current for the rest of the world, and it's going to remain current for the rest of the fiscal year and all through 2022 based on the State Department prediction. So if you are applying for the national interest waiver and you're inside the United States, you're also eligible to apply for adjustment of status. So you can file Form I-140 and Form I-45 adjustment of status. And guess what? Within 5 months, you're going to be able to apply for a work permit. And you'll be able to stay in the United States while waiting for your application with a work permit pending your national interest waiver. So if you're as a student, or you are here on an H-1B visa or any other visa, you can change from that to the national interest waiver without an employer while you're here in the United States. That's one of the benefits of applying for an EB2, because that category is often current on the visa bulletin. So as a whole, this is a very good opportunity for many people that are here in the United States or overseas. Even before coming to the United States, you can apply for this. We had a recent case where we applied for an executive for a large multinational company who is now back in Korea. He applied for this national interest waiver because of his qualifications, because of what he's done in the past, and because of what he's likely to achieve if he gets a green card coming to the United States. He had some interesting ideas for future projects. And while being overseas, he was able to apply for this national interest waiver and get approved within 1.5 years. And now him and his children are now able to go and study in the United States, and he's able to live here for a while his children are in school, just because he qualified for this national interest waiver without an investment, without a job offer, just because of his skills and what he's likely to achieve in the United States. So if you feel that you qualify, if you want to learn more about it, make sure you send me a text, 619-483-4549, and we'll see if you qualify for this amazing opportunity under the EB2 National Interest Waiver. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below, and let me know what other questions you have about this EB2 category or any other categories for green cards that do not require an employer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.